Alright, so to start off today, first what we're going to do is a super simple, easy edit. One of the most popular ones, one of the quickest ones to do, a simple black background edit. So first of all, a couple rules of thumbs. First of all, dark horses work better, or a dark subject if you aren't doing equine. Light color just is a lot easier to make mistakes, to blend it in wrong. So I think especially if you're starting out, start with a dark horse. You shouldn't edit a black background on something like a golden hour photo because the colors turn out pretty weirdly. And then here, I'm going to show you, this is the hardest. So you see how here the edges are super tight with the hardness at 100%. So I'm going to bring my hardness down a lot. For this one, probably 100 or 0% in some areas. To make it fade, oh sorry, eraser's still on. To make it fade a lot more, make it look a little simpler, especially around mane and tail areas. I get the question a lot how to make little wisps of the mane appear. Mostly, it's a lot of time spent, but it's also having the hardness of your brush super low. So I keep it that low around these areas. And then as I come to more clear areas, like the nose, the chest, the muzzle, I'm going to raise the hardness just a little bit. Then, sorry, my mouse is being a little weird. Come around here and edit around there. So it's gonna look a little off right now. You probably notice the colors are not meshing, and we're gonna address that later. So we're just gonna speed this up until I finish. Alright, so now that that's done, I know it obviously doesn't look good right now, right? So first of all, there are a couple things we do to make the horse blend in more. So I go to the touch-up sections here and click on the highlights. You might have seen me use this in a previous video. So I select the black and cover the horse completely. That makes it just a tiny bit darker. And then I come over here to the basic edits, go to exposure, lower the brightness a little bit too. To keep, I usually raise the highlights a little bit too. Then what I'm going to do, I come down here, and the bigger the brush and a low hardness. So I'm going to come around here and melt the horse into that background a little more, really get that finished. There we go. So now that that horse is melted, I'm going to fade it a little. Gonna come down here, because obviously this was a rush job right here, so we're gonna edit that, fade it a little, go down there, kind of give it a little bit of a vignette feeling. Then we're gonna come up here, fade it all around. So yeah, looks horrible, right? We're gonna fade that a little bit more. And then obviously for things like this, since the color still looks a little off, I like to add some black and white filters. That's pretty dramatic, but a little too dark for me. So I'm going to come up here, try that. Still a little dark. I'm going to go here, apply basic black and white, then apply this. Add a little bit of a lower power. And there's your black background. You can play around with this a lot. This is definitely not my best photo that I chose for a black background, but that's the basic idea behind it. And I hope this helped. Comment any questions, any comments, obviously, that you have.